I never imagined I'd be the kind of woman capable of shattering the one person who loved me without hesitation. Yet truthfully, destruction rarely announces itself. It slips in slowly, quietly until the night everything falls apart. Mark and I had shared 7 years together. Our marriage wasn't flawless, but it was steady, sincere, and built on small, reliable acts. He brewed coffee before heading to work. He sent me goodnight texts when he traveled. We weren't the couple that flaunted our love. We were the couple that endured, and endurance can become distance if you're not careful. Between late nights at work and silent dinners, something inside me began to fade. I noticed the silence more than his presence. I sought validation from strangers instead of comfort from him. Then Ethan appeared. He wasn't better than Mark, only newer. He worked at the same marketing firm where I'd been promoted last spring. Charismatic, reckless, with a charm that made ordinary moments feel cinematic. He noticed details Mark had stopped mentioning. The shade of my dress, the way I tucked my hair behind my ear. That attention felt like air after months of emotional drought. One evening, after another long day at the office, we shared a drink at the corner bar nearby. I told myself it was innocent, a drink between colleagues. But that single choice became a chain reaction. One drink turned into another into laughter, lingering touches, a ride home I shouldn't have accepted, and then the point of no return. I tried to rationalize it afterward. I told myself Mark would never know that it was a mistake born of loneliness. But guilt doesn't disappear. It ferments. It settles in your stomach, corroding anything good that tries to grow around it. Weeks went by. I avoided Mark's gaze. Conversations shortened. My laughter became fake. He noticed, of course. He always did, even without pressing for answers. But there was a calm in him that unnerved me, a stillness I couldn't decipher. Then came that Friday night. Rain fell soft and steady. Mark said he had to stay late at work for a presentation review. I believed him, or maybe I wanted to. Ethan came over. We sat on the couch, TV murmuring, half a bottle of wine open on the table. For a fleeting moment, I convinced myself the world outside didn't exist, that I could live in this stolen bubble forever. Until the door clicked. At first, I froze, thinking I imagined it. But Mark's voice called my name. Steady, calm, terrifying in its control. Ethan leapt from the couch. My chest hollowed. Mark stood in the doorway, soaked from the rain, taking in the scene. No shouting, no anger, just silence, thick enough to suffocate. His eyes drifted from the half-empty glasses to Ethan, and finally to me. I tried to speak, to explain, but my throat refused. He didn't question, didn't demand an explanation. He simply nodded once, as if the conclusion had been reached long before. Then he turned, walked back into the rain, and closed the door behind him. That click, the door shutting, was the sound of something breaking inside me. I ran after him barefoot, calling his name, but the elevator doors closed before I reached them. My reflection in the metal stared back, mascara streaked, unrecognizable. For the first time in years, I understood true loneliness. Betrayal isn't only the act. It's the silence that follows. Realizing the person you relied on has finally learned to stop reaching for you. And that knowledge burned deeper than guilt ever could. The morning after felt surreal. The apartment smelled of rain and spilled wine. Ethan had left before dawn, leaving an apology I didn't want to read. Sheets tangled. My hands trembled trying to fold them, as if neat corners could erase the chaos I'd caused. Mark didn't return. He didn't call, didn't text. The silence stretched through the day, filling every corner with a living dread. By evening, I couldn't bear it. I drove to his office, hoping to find him there. His desk was empty, his belongings gone. Just like that, the man who anchored my life vanished from it. I called straight to voicemail. The message was incoherent, choked with tears. Mark, please. I need to talk. I made a mistake.
I'm sorry.
Come home. Days turned to weeks. No response. Then a plain white envelope arrived. No return address. My name in his unmistakable handwriting. Inside a single page. You owe me no explanation. I owe you no forgiveness. I hope you find what you were seeking. I'm moving out next week. Lease and bills are yours. Do not contact me. No anger, no hate, just finality. I sat on the kitchen floor until the words blurred. Calm endings are cruel. You cannot fight them. You cannot argue with silence. You can only drown in it. The following days were hollow. I went to work, faked smiles, pretended life was normal. Ethan called, but seeing his name churned my stomach. He wasn't the answer anymore, he was a reminder. Eventually, I blocked him. Nights were the hardest. That's when the memories returned. Not betrayal, but quiet moments. Mark's laughter in the kitchen. His hum while making breakfast, the porch light always left on. Guilt reshapes you. It rewrites memories. So even the good ones hurt. A month later, I saw him at the grocery store. Saturday afternoon, by the fruit section. Dressed simply, looking lighter. A piece of him I hadn't seen in years. Beside him, a tall brunette, basket in hand, laughing. Our eyes met briefly. No anger, no bitterness, just recognition. Like a chapter I'd finished reading. He nodded, polite, almost kind, and turned back. That's when I felt the weight of what I'd lost. It wasn't a relationship or comfort, it was the version of myself he once saw. Someone worthy of belief. Regret doesn't fade. It becomes part of you, a ghost by your side, following you. Sometimes I rehearse apologies I'll never deliver. But deep down I know the truth. Some mistakes cannot be undone. He loved me once, trusted me completely. I turned that trust to ash. Now, when I see my reflection, I see someone who finally understands what she destroyed. Not because she misses him, but because she misses who she was when he believed she was good. That night, the night he found me, didn't just end a marriage. It ended the illusion that love survives without honesty. And that truth still keeps me awake.